I'm here with Aaron Skipworth, a senior forward on the men's soccer team. Aaron, first off, as a native of Colorado Springs, why did you choose to come to Concordia?
Well, I'm originally from West Texas, El Paso, Texas. Relocated to Colorado, and Coach Boucher, a few years ago, he just showed up at this tournament, and he saw me play and liked it, and it just kind of all worked out really. And I came here, and it's been good since.
So what kind of things appealed to you about this institution?
Oh, when I came for my visit, I remember we flew into Omaha, and then we drove to Seward, my dad and I, and you're driving, and it's like not very many trees or anything. It's kind of like just flat. And you get to Seward, and there are, and it's nice. It's a community. It was easy to pick up on from the very beginning. The old cobblestone roads and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That was one thing.
And I understand you were here as a freshman for a semester, and then you had a little bit of academic trouble. And what was your mindset at that time when you had to leave the university?
It was December 2008, and I was upset. I didn't do as well in my classes. I didn't really transition well from high school, so academically, and I just went home, kind of fell off. I was like, maybe gave up, or maybe didn't realize everything that I had here, and kind of went through some other academic trouble, transferred to a different community college, and then after a long story short, my dreams were answered, and Coach White just calls me out of nowhere one day, and I still had his number saved, and I think he just called to see what was up, really, and I got to talking with him, and once again it all worked out, and I came back and been fighting fierce ever since.
So what kept you going during those difficult times when you didn't know really what was going to happen then?
Well, I remember this one day I was feeling really down on my luck, and I was sitting out in front of my apartment, and I was just sad, and I prayed to my Saint Jude, and right then I just said a little prayer, and my mom called me right then. It was just answered my prayers too, and she was just like da 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 da, gave me some information, and I went back and got back into school, got my grades up. It took like 18 credits or more in like a semester. It was like a day later or 2 days later that Coach White has called me after my mom called me. And through the tough times, it was really just the love for soccer, I don't think it ever left. It's something that I think that we're born with.
Did you get to play much when you were away from here or during that time?
Well, not really competitively, but for me, like any ground is a playing ground. Take the soccer ball with me wherever I go. It's my first love, maybe my second love after my mom.
Mm-hmm. What was it that made you want to get back here?
Well, competitiveness to play. Like being inside the pitch is different, out in the supermarket or wherever it is that we're messing around, at the park. Victory, ringing the bell, gotta miss that. That was a good first feeling. I remember my first game back, scored. I came in late in the game and had a quick goal. Felt good. We were so happy. It's a good experience. The game, any real competitive play, you see it in a lot of sports and a lot of athletes here at Concordia.
So you've been involved with soccer, I'm guessing, from a young age then?
Yeah.
Something you've enjoyed doing for a long time?
Yes.
Talk about how you recommitted yourself when coming back here, and how difficult was it to make a change, and what changes did you have to make?
Well, time management skills, I think, played a lot of factor into that. And in my time off, I got a full-time job, so I was kind of working to, pay for my bills and this and that, and kind of learn to prioritize things. And I think priority-wise came with wisdom, experience. And then that first semester back at after Coach Whitus, when I got the snowball rolling, that was diligent. So I learned diligence. And I think that's helped me on the pitch as well.
Coach Whitus talked about how you've had a strong support system here at Concordia that's really helped you try to get back on track. Talk about the help you've gotten here and the people here.
Coach Whitus, he believes in me, and he helps me believe in myself. Like that day that he called me, I feel like, I don't know, there was that feeling like he's just like, what's up? And that's like a personal level for me. Just because I don't, sometimes you lose touch with people, and people just kind of fall out. But there are other professors and other academia that would also believe in me, bringing the best out of me here at Concordia. It's a great moment.
So you've had
many moments.
Either some counselors or teachers that have helped a lot too then along the way.
Yes.
I mean, can you kind of talk about things like that and how they've played a part?
There's a lot of mentorship. I feel, I could list off many, but it's the whole. There's a lot of professors that want to get to know you on the personal level, that want to get to know about your background. Professor Gubani, he's a good man. He helps me become a better man.
And how far have you come? I mean, academically. I mean, is it a big change from where you were when you first got here? Talk about the progress you've made.
Well, staying eligible, I fell out of eligibility that freshman year, and been eligible since.
Moving on to the playing field, talk about your style of play out there.
Some who say that they watch me, they call me a hustle player and they call me a workhorse, and it's very much a compliment to me. I always gotta be moving, gotta be working, and I think that we have a lot of that this year too. Got a lot of work rate. As far as offensively, I'm a style player. I like to set up the plays, not necessarily score the goals, but make everybody in the crowd say "ooh."
What's that feeling like for you when you do find the back of the net? I imagine that's one of the best feelings that you can have on the field.
Yes. I envision it in my head when I think about goals. I kind of play imaginary soccer all the time. It's eternal glory. It's something that you don't forget.
What's been
the assist pass? It's a team goal. It doesn't say Skipworth on the scoreboard. The wins, scoring helps winning.
What has been the most enjoyable part about being on the soccer team here?
Most enjoyable.
Has it had to do with being around teammates, just the atmosphere here?
I don't know. There's so many things. But one thing is the firm. They bring out the best too. It's like having 12 men on the pitch. They're strong. They want it for us just as bad as we want it. That's something I will never forget. As far as team camaraderie, absolutely. We hang out all the time. Have jams out. There's so many talks and bus rides and things that you don't really get to experience or learn about a person until you have 12 hours with them. it's interesting to know people's background and their stories, learn about experiences that I didn't know about them, kind of like you don't know about me.
Your two goals now off the school record for career goals. What would it mean to you to be the all-time goal scorer here?
Oh man, I don't think when I signed on that I had really had that envisioned. And leading up to this point, I really haven't kept track that well of my goals and assists and points and overall like the wins. It's the winning to me. So having 2 assists and being 2-0 so far in the season, I'm so excited. But as far as being the career goal holder, it would be an amazing accomplishment for myself.
Now that you're a senior, what do you think you'll remember most when you look back at your career here as a student athlete?
The turf. A lot of hours, a lot of sweat on the turf.
What kind of expectations do you have for yourself and your team in your final year?
The expectations wouldn't be in perfection. They would just be in perfection and work rate. Mistakes will happen, but as long as you're still part of the solution, you're still working as hard as you can, no one's going to fault you. I expect to win every game at home. We need the fans. The Fern is strong. Personal goals. Take over the career goal holder. Very much so. Set it high enough that maybe it will stick around.
You're a biology major. What do you plan to do with that major, and what's the next step for you after graduation?
Well, as far as biology, when I started this gig, I wanted to be a Navy corpsman. So hopefully with my degree I could join the Navy and maybe become an officer and work my way up.